Hello YouTube, it's fantastic to have you here today. It's a beautiful day, sun in the air, spring in the air, and I wanted to do a review for you. So I've been using it for the last week or so, and it is the Noisy Cricket version 2-25. Designed by Jaybo, manufactured by Wismec, as you can see, and it comes in this very sort of Wismec-esque box. I won't show you this in the close-up particularly because it's very straightforward. It's just got some writing on the bottom, and it just tells you that it is the updated version of the Noisy Cricket mod. It's quite intelligent and multifunctional, and it has lots and lots of nice protections in there, which you didn't get with the original. Just to show you some side-by-sides, this is the original, the version 1 as it were, and this is the new version 2-25. Let me take this goon off the top. In terms of the size and shape, they are quite similar in terms of shape and sort of form factor when it's like that. You've got very similar sort of battery venting at the bottom, although this one is obviously it's much larger. The 25 denotes the width at the 510. So whereas the original was 22 millimeters, this is now 25 at the top. Although it does taper, and it looks like it goes down to 22 mil. But enough of that. Let's take it down and have a look at it close up. Cool. Bear with me. Okay, when the camera has stopped rocking and decides to focus, you can see the Noisy Cricket version 2 in all of its glory. Here we go. It's in a beautiful sort of brushed aluminium style, which is very nice. And there's not a huge amount to see on that side. On that side you have your Jaybo logo on the button. On the top you have a nice shiny little Wismec and your slightly recessed 510, but not really like a catch cup like you might find on other mods. On the side you've got a little tab there, and then on the bottom you've got Noisy Cricket 2. Oh, come on now. You can do it, camera. Oh well, it can't do it. Okay, never mind. Well, we'll get there. And then you have this little wheel, like a potentiometer, like you might get on a Hexome, for example. So, not a huge amount to show you on the outside. On the inside, you have your dual 18650s. Those pop out like so. And you also have these rather good sleeves. So they will help protect your batteries. So it's just an added bit of safety. You might not even notice them most of the time, but when you slide your batteries down into those, then there's just that little bit of extra security just in case you have some sort of short, which is great. You have the positive contacts on the bottom, so marked quite clearly underneath. And then you have the key to the adjustability of the Noisy Cricket. So this is the bottom plate. Okay, and you can see even with the dodgy focus, let's get that in, even with the dodgy focus, that it has two P's on there alongside the, come on now camera, alongside the, well, let's just put it up there, alongside the negative indicators. Now, what you can do, which makes this very much different, is you can take this piece and you can flip it over to series. You'll notice it's still negative there and positive down, so that doesn't change. But by doing this, it means that you can have your device run in series. So if you have it like this, it is just a beautiful, purely sort of parallel, unregulated box mod. And then if you flip them over like so, you go into series. Now you can choose between series unregulated and series regulated, and that is where the potentiometer comes into play. So what we shall do is, there's not a huge amount more to show you there, so I'm going to go back up to FaceTime, and I'm going to show you how it all works. If you notice, we put that back in on series. There we go. Okay, bear with. Okay, so we now have the device all set up. I've got a Goon on there, which is a relatively low ohm build, and I've got it in series. Now, you may be thinking that that is unsafe and that is unadvised or ill-advised with a low ohm build and me running this in series. However, I have turned the potentiometer on the side down to the lowest setting so that it is in regulated series mode. Now, there we go, it fires. And a very nice vape it is. You can see, or hopefully you can see, you have a red light. That denotes that it is in series mode. Now, you can turn it up by turning the potentiometer, this particularly annoying potentiometer, up. So, there we go, that's a quarter of the way. That's even further, that's half the way. And now we are almost at full whack, and that is very rowdy. That's 2/3 of the way power on. No, I don't know what I'm saying really. It's 2/3 of the way in terms of the power that is available. And that is a very warm vape. And I will be taking that right back down. Good Lord. That's too hot for series. So there you go. So that's how it works. Now, if you were to want to run this in unregulated series, and I haven't got an atomizer built up for unregulated series, what you would do is you would see that you are in series mode with your red light on. You would go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and it would turn itself off. And then you would hold this down for 5 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And you're now in series unregulated. However, this atomizer is built too low to accommodate that, so it won't. No, it will. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then you turn it back on. My apologies. And now this is running in series. However, because this atomizer is too low, it won't let me fire. Now, that is a slight fault in fact, I'll get that back out in a minute, but let's put it back into series regulated. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, locks it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, turns it back into series regulated, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, turns the power back on, and we can fire the device. Really clever, really simple, but very well thought out idea for that. So you can essentially run it in any way that you like. Then what we can do is we can take out our batteries, or take out our bottom cap, flick this little piece over to parallel. So we have our P's showing now. Slide that in. Make sure we get a good connection. And now you can see we have a white light and we are in parallel unregulated. Now I know that that's going to be a fantastic vape, but this will not do anything now. So your potentiometer is not used for parallel. And there we go. And that is the Noisy Cricket 2-25. And I'm a bit smitten with it, to be honest. Let's talk about some of the things I like and some of the things I don't like. So the list of things that I don't like, there are a few things, but they are small. They really are. They're small things, and they are more than made up for by the package itself. So what do I not like? I found that the battery door is a pain to get off. Absolute pain to get off. You need to really push it in and snap it down. I would have much rather had some sort of hinged affair. You can also see there's a little magnet in the middle there. That has popped out on me twice already. So if I was changing this at night and I didn't notice and I wasn't careful, then potentially that's not so good. Oh God, as you can see, but that does pop in eventually. The button is sort of clicky, I suppose. It's okay. It's nothing particularly special, but it's fine. It does the job. I don't like the light on it very much. I mean, I think, you know, you can't really see it in anything other than, you know, a well lit, you know, an indoor room, or, you know, in the dark. If you're in a well lit area or you're outside, then it's very hard to actually see the colour of the light. And the button, the switch, or the wheel, the potentiometer is truly just a horrible thing. You have to turn it clockwise to increase your voltage on series, but it is just a pain to grab, and you have to get your nails in there. However, it's not too bad. And also, the only other thing, and I know this sounds like quite a long list of things, but the only other thing is that everything other than my Goon that I've tried this on has some sort of gap. So you will find that a lot of the devices that you want to put down on this will not fit flush. Let me just see if I can grab this. So this is the Cosmonaut. It's a bit wonky, and maybe you can't see it. Oh, maybe you can see that. It's just a bit gappy, and that annoys me. However, on the plus side, I love my Goon. I think the Goon is probably one of the greatest atomizers ever made. Therefore, I'm very happy using the Goon exclusively on this particular device. It works absolutely fantastically, and I think it looks really cool as well. It is beautifully formed. It's got a lovely form function in the hand. It fits lovely, and it's just so versatile. So you can have your parallel, you can have series regulated, you can have your series unregulated, and you've got a load of safety precautions in there as well to stop you from hurting yourself. It's a fantastic little device. It really is. It is so cheap as well. You know, I mean, for what is it? I think £25, something like that, maybe even less. You can get one of these, and it is just solidly built. There's no rattles or anything like that in there. It is really just a very simple device, and you know, in comparison again with the original Noisy Cricket, which I loved, by the way, which is absolutely fantastic, but it's very, very low tech. But in comparison, you know, they both do a very simple, honest job. You know, they work a treat. They absolutely deliver what you want them to do, and they look great doing it. You know, are there things that I would improve on this? Yes, absolutely. But I can understand that they wanted to make this look and feel as simple as possible to use, and to be a real sort of a definite version 2 to the Noisy Cricket. They are like chalk and cheese in terms of the facilities which are on offer with them, but in terms of the form and the vape that they deliver, I think theirs really is second to none. But yeah, that's a little waffle from me. We've been going for 15 minutes, so I think probably that'll do. But yeah, thank you very much indeed for watching, and I will see you again next time for something else I'm sure I will get. But thank you very much indeed, and oh, hello, happy vaping.